Boo, 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 we are back. And I'm doing another on-camera first impressions. Today we are going to be testing out a Korean rubber molding mask. I don't know if you guys have seen this online. I saw a couple of quick Instagram videos of it and I was like, what the actual shit is that? And there was not really a lot of explanation about what it actually was. It just looked like this thick mask that turned into like a silicone rubber on your face. And I was like, I want to try it. I don't know what it does, but I know that I want it on my face. So naturally I got to Googling and I found out that there are a bunch of different types of these masks, and essentially it's just like a vehicle for different types of ingredients, much like a sheet mask versus a clay mask, etc., etc. And this particular type of mask is very popular in Korea and other Asian countries among facialists and celebrities and the like. So I don't know, it sounds pretty good to me, and we are going to try it today. This is the one that I picked up. I found this on Amazon. This one had a ton of reviews and was still the highest rated. So to me, that means more chance of success. So I picked this one up. Although I'm not sure that I necessarily need anti-aging and firming. On the Amazon page, it actually explained that it's also hydrating and all those other good things. So it's not just anti-aging and firming. It should be lovely in general. And the people in the reviews were just, you know, basically of all different ages and all different skin types, and they were saying that they loved it. So I think it's like one of those universal, makes your skin feel real nice type of a thing. The instructions on the package are completely in Korean, so I have no idea what this actually says. Believe it or not, I do not read Korean. So I looked up instructional videos and I found some, and essentially it's really self-explanatory. You mix some of the powder from here in a bowl with water. You don't want it to be too liquidy because it's supposed to be like a thick rubbery consistency, and then you just apply it to your face, wait till it's dry for 25 minutes, and then peel the whole thing off. Like it like comes off like one big chunk if you're lucky. So we're gonna do it. Okay, so I already pulled the tab off of here and looked inside, but I didn't open the contents on the innards. So when you open it, it's got a bag inside, and it's got the powder inside the bag. This reminds me a lot of like when you buy the mix for royal icing to bake with. God, I hope it's not as messy as that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to snip the bag open and pour it out into the container so that way it's a little bit easier to work with. Generally, that's what I would do with any product that comes packaged like this. I guess they just do it this way to keep it fresh while you're shipping. But this seals up really well. Like it has a rubber lip on the inside and then it closes really nice. So I think it'll store just fine if I do that. So I am going to empty that into here, and then we can scoop some into the dish and mix it up. It smells weird. It smells like the dentist. It smells like the gel fluoride stuff they put in your mouth when you're a kid at the dentist. That's exactly what it smells like. So I'm going to put a few scoops into this bowl and mix it up with some water and like kind of go back and forth and experiment to see how much we need to use to get a good consistency. It looks like it's super duper thick on the face, so I'm assuming that you need quite a lot of product in there. Okay, I put 4 scoops. Let's add some water. Little at first just to see. I don't want to overdo it. Oh, we're definitely going to need more than that. All right then. It's very gooey. It's very, very gooey. It looks a lot like cake batter. This entire thing is reminding me of a cake baking process. It looks like what I was seeing in videos, so I think that's a good sign. Look how thick it is. I'm going to clip my hair back because I have a feeling that this is the kind of shit I do not want in my hair. looks like it'd be a little bit difficult to get out. And in the videos that I saw, everybody seemed to, let me close this because it's annoying me that it's in the frame. Get out of here, you bitch. In all the videos that I saw, everyone was applying it with a mask brush, which, by the way, has been something that I have like had my eyes opened to recently. Putting a mask on with a brush is the most beautiful thing ever. It makes it so much nicer and it feels so much more luxurious than like slopping it on with your fingers. The one that I use is by Muddy Body, and I usually use it with either their clay mask or my other clay masks. I really, really love this. It's cute, it works, it's smooth, it's soft on the skin. However, I'm a little bit afraid to clog it up with this rubbery shit because I like it too much. Also, fun fact, I have a 10% off coupon for Muddy Body if you are interested in trying any of their masks. My code is QuinnFace, and I will list that below as well in case you want to try some of their clay masks and you're not into the rubber mask thing. I get it. That's a little bit less risky, and yeah. So I don't want to ruin this brush. I'm a little bit nervous to ruin it, so I'm going to use a makeup brush of a similar shape that I'm not that crazy about. I'm going to use the Real Techniques Essential Foundation Brush. Nothing wrong with this brush, I just don't really like flat foundation brushes for actual foundation application, so I might as well use it to apply this weird rubbery shit to my face, and then if it ruins it, I don't really use this anyway, so it's not a big deal. That said, let's start doing it. Let's get it in there. Okay, it's real thick. Wow, it's really thick. All right. Ooh, it feels like really cooling. So basically, the reason they call this a rubber mask apparently is that it's like kind of made of like a rubber-like material, and it dries down to a rubbery finish. So rather than drying to like a dry, crackly sort of like a mud mask finish, it stays super thick on your face. Like, look at this. See what I mean? Like, it's like super thick and like whipped almost, and feels very sticky. I'm gonna grab a mirror so I can see the hell I'm doing, man. Really, you know, when you're putting it on and you're not really looking, it doesn't feel that crazy, but my goodness, is this fluffy and thick. Oh my god, do you know what this looks like? It looks like Mrs. Doubtfire when she puts the whipped cream on her face. Hello! Oh my god. Wow. That is exactly her. Oh my goodness. Dreams come true, man. I always wanted to wear a mask that looked like that. Like, I always thought to myself when she put that on her face, like, I wish that it is what skin masks look like because it looked so fun. Well, now, here I am. 20 years later, and my skin mask looks exactly like that, so reach for the stars, kids. Oh man, I am looking sexual. Now, interesting, it's kind of got like places where holes keep coming through, like bubbles. Like, I don't know if you can see right there, there's one coming, and it looks like kind of like when bubbles come up in pancake batter. So the amount that I used was 4 scoops. I think I probably could have used a little bit less, but not much less. So like 3 scoops probably minimum to get a thick coat over your entire face. And also interesting, when you look up close, I'm going to come real close to the camera or zooming in right now. Interesting, when you look up close, like you can see there are some spots where there is a color. I'm not sure if you can see it, but like in here there's like little speckles of pink coming through. I'm going to bring that mask down my neck a little bit too, because if there's anywhere that I need firming, it's like right here, you know? Oh my god, I feel like it got thicker since I mixed it up. Whoa! Oh, it's dripping. It's dripping. Okay, it's on. I kind of look like if Mrs. Doubtfire and a White Walker from Game of Thrones had a baby. It feels extremely cooling on my face. Like as I put it on, it just felt refreshing and my skin feels like really cold, and the water that I put in there was room temperature, so that is something to do with the properties of the mask and not the actual temperature of the mix, so that's kind of cool. No pun intended. I am basically going to just sit here for now and wait for this to cook on the old fotch. So on Amazon it says to wait for about 25 minutes for it to dry. It also specifies not to put it in your nostrils, which I guess is good advice. I'm gonna wait until it becomes rubbery, just chill here and let it, you know, cook, marinate, do its thing, and then I will come back when it's time to peel it off and we'll see what comes of this. So far, I really like the way it feels, and I also can feel that it's starting to get a little bit rubbery around my mouth area, where it's a little bit thinner. So that's an interesting feeling, but it doesn't feel tight the way like a clay mask will, because you know, like a clay mask, you feel like doesn't feel like that. Also, if I hadn't mentioned it, this whole big container was only $11.67 on Amazon, which it seems like you'll get a good few uses out of it, so it's like that's a pretty sweet deal. So I will link that down below for you if you like to try it for yourself. I guess wait and find out like how I like it after I peel it off. I'm kind of jumping the gun here. Skin detached. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh no, okay, stick back on. Get back on there. Get back on. Okay, we're okay. It's been about 25 minutes. It is very rubbery. The neck became flappy and it only got worse because I played with it like an asshole, but everything else kind of stayed on really well, so I think it was just a little bit of flappiness exacerbated by my childish actions, to be quite frank. So before I peel it off, touching it, even from the outside, I can feel that it's very moist. Like when I press down on it, my hands come away feeling like they are infused with some moisture. It also, like if I touch it a little bit for a while, I get like a little bit of powderiness from the mask too, which is interesting because it doesn't seem like it would be powdery at all. It's also very rubbery and it's making me talk weird. But I can feel the underneath the rubber mask that's sitting on my face, it feels juicy under there. Like I can't explain it, but when I press down, I can tell it's really moist. So whatever is in the mask is obviously like sinking into the face. It's like real slimy and juicy underneath there. So now I think it's time for the moment of truth. I'm going to try to peel this off all in one go. Hopefully it comes off in a nice, satisfying way, but just in case it doesn't, I put a paper towel down in front of me and I can't even take myself seriously right now because as I'm talking, this is flapping. But I put a paper towel down right in front of me so I could put the pieces of the mask down on that if I need to. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, it comes off so easy. Oh, it comes off so easily. That's so weird. Okay. Oh, gentle, gentle. Gentle, gentle. Let's see. Up here, it's like stuck on a little tighter where my baby hairs are, but it came out of them pretty easily. Oh my god, it's like so heavy and like about to fall off my face with the force of gravity. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god, it's like the skin is falling off my face. Okay, that was not one big piece. I have to say that my skin actually feels really, really nice and plump and smooth right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop out of here for a second and go into the bathroom and just wipe off and like clean off all these parts that are like really stuck to me that didn't come off cleanly. Then I'm gonna come back and we will discuss. Okay, the little spots that were a little more difficult to remove by hand came off really, really easily with water and a cloth, so that's good. I'm going to just follow up the mask with some toner on a cotton pad like I would any other mask. So yeah, so far my skin feels really, really nice. I don't know about firming and toning. That's actually one of the only things that's on here in English. It says anti-aging and firming. I never really know what they mean when they say that something should be firming, and maybe My skin doesn't really need firming so much, but I'll tell you what, it feels really soothed and moisturized, and it definitely feels plump, like in here. Sometimes if I'm tired or dehydrated, I get a little bit of like, I don't know, I guess it gets a little bit sallow in here. I don't feel any sallowness there right now. It's very, very plump. My pores look, actually, goddamn, my pores look good. Oh, wow. Where are you at, pores? They're not even there right now. Yeah, my pores look really good right now. Like super duper duper tight. I don't know what the hell, how that does that, because apparently your pores can't just open and close like doors, so they say, but they certainly look very smooth at the moment. So, yeah, that's really nice effect. And I'm assuming that that means that this will be really, really nice for like a pre-makeup sort of a treatment if I want my skin to look extra good for a certain makeup application. So yeah, I like that. So that being said, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off camera and go do my makeup for the day, and then I will jump back in here after and let you know how it prepped my skin for makeup, if that felt any better than like usual, if my skin's looking extra poppin' after I apply my foundation, and then we will talk final verdict. Back from doing my makeup, checking myself out in the light, I would say, to be honest with you, my skin is looking like plastic fantastic right now. It looks super duper smooth. Like, you know, I have some texture in my cheeks and stuff, but it definitely seems way more minimized than usual. Just overall, my skin looks really, really good. So, that being said, this is a nice mask. I think this is good. You will look crazy when you put it on. It's a little bit messy, for sure. Like, maybe more than a little bit messy. It's like really fucking messy. But it does perform. It performs nicely. It makes your skin look radiant and smooth and plump. And my pores look fantastic, and I like it, and I will definitely be using it again. I think it's a great value for your money. $11 for this big freaking tub of it, and I feel like I barely made a dent in there with how much I used for one mask. So yeah, it smells a little bit like the dentist, which is weird, but like, I don't know, it's not a bad thing necessarily unless it gives you like flashbacks to bad dental experiences, but I don't know, I don't think it's that serious. One thing that I would recommend is just wait for the residual leftovers to dry in the bowl and then just peel them out. Because when I went to clean up before I did my makeup, I kind of just was like, oh, let me see if this is still liquid and I can rinse it, but it actually dried super quickly, so it was just chunks coming out and it was very difficult, and then I had to like pick them up out of the sink and then put them in the garbage. It was a little sloppy. Then I just waited for the rest of it to dry up on its own, and I just peeled them out and threw them in the garbage can and then wiped the remainder out with a cloth, much like I did for my face actually, and that worked much better. So don't try to like rinse out the remnants in the bowl. Wait, peel it, throw it in the garbage. It's just much easier that way. But yeah, overall, I would call this a success. You get to look like Mrs. Doubtfire, which has always been a lifelong dream of mine. You get to have smooth skin. It feels really nice while you do it, and it's like just a cool, weird experience that you don't get from other masks, and you can freak out your pets. I mean, honestly, this seems like a win all around. Your husband comes home, your boyfriend, your roommate, you have that on. Only hilarity can ensue, and then your skin looks fleeky. Really, I don't see any way that you could lose. And that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this little trial first impressions review. I enjoy doing them, so I hope you enjoy watching them. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe so that we can see each other twice a week. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I am at Ms. QuinnFace on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. All of those I'm very active on, and I would love to see you there. Keep in touch. Let's be buds. It would make me a very happy person. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next one.